Hey everybody, Kay here on my new Tennessee homestead, and it is another really rainy day. So I'm inviting you to check out what I'm up to. I am going to have some popcorn and spend a little kitty time, so stay tuned. First, I just want to point out that I finally got my Alexa Pure hooked up and filtering water. I have had this in a box sitting here for probably 3 months. And I was just using my Brita and finally got this set up. And it has such a great volume coming out. I love that. This is my backup. So this has been filtered. And I just, open this and add filtered water to it. So this is always handy. I have someone who works here now, and I want to make sure I always have filtered water. I've noticed that the water that comes out of the tap is not terribly clean. So I want to make sure that I have clean water. But look at this spigot. So if I won the lottery, which I don't play. I've never bought a lottery ticket in my life. But if I did, I would completely change this kitchen. It is not bright enough for me. It is so dark. I don't even want to make videos in here. That's why I haven't. But anyway, I have to show you this. So this is what I have been using for 6 months to filter all of my water. This is including all of the water that I've used in the trays of my seedlings. Now just imagine, I am filling this up 25 times a day. Okay, first of all, does anybody know, these were in the refrigerator. What should I do with these? Should I just plant them in a pot? I've never done that with a beet, but obviously it wants to grow, so somebody tell me what I should do. Okay, so this is my new 360 slow cooker. You know I'm big on products made in the US, and 360 cookware is made in Wisconsin. This is so well made and so beautiful. Stainless steel, so simple, it just looks like it would last forever. And they say this is the kind of cookware you hand down to your children and grandchildren. So I'm excited to have it. But what am I cooking in here today? I bet you can't guess. I am making tea out of chaga mushroom chunks. Chaga is loaded with melanin, which is so good for your whole body. Look at that. So I'm making a big pot of tea. This is really hot. So I've got I love these vintage glasses. I think they're from the 60s. If you ever pick up these vintage glasses in a thrift store or antique store, don't put them in the dishwasher because all of this gold will wash off over time. So you want to hand wash these. I probably shouldn't have done that because that is so hot, but I'm going to put some more ice in it. Oh, doesn't that look refreshing? I think it's good even without sweetener, but if you're watching calories, you can always put stevia in this to give it some sweetness. Okay, now for the popcorn. I have been using Bob's Red Mill white popcorn, and I've really been enjoying the fact that it really pops. You know, sometimes when you get popcorn, you have so much that doesn't pop in the bottom. Of course, if I had an air popper, it would be different, but I still don't have one. So I'll show you what I use. This oil, yes, it's from California. And this is the keto blend of walnut and extra virgin olive oils. So I cook with this. And I'll be talking more about chaga in a chaga specific video. But if you're wanting to know, I used about 2 1-inch chunks, maybe 3 1-inch chunks, you could say, in that big pot. It never boils, it just gets up, the heat up. I put this on 2. And I let it go for 2 hours, probably, maybe 3 hours. And then you can put some aged Earl Grey or Earl Grey with bergamot or something like that. Add your tea bags for the last half hour, just drape them over the edge and let them steep in there for half an hour. Boy, is that good. And it'll give you a little bit of that caffeine kick in the afternoon if you need it. So as for the popcorn, this is it. You'll notice kind of a light green powder on here. Now, I was talking about moringa, trying to grow moringa. This moringa powder I purchased from the store, but that's what I hope to make. I mix up a batch of this powder, which I learned how to put together from my friend Daryl. He lives not too far from me, and every time I go over, I'll say, "Can you make popcorn?" And he uses nutritional yeast. He uses a spirulina powder, some kind of a green powder, nutritious powder. I use moringa nutritional yeast, salt. I use Redmond's real salt. And then I add cumin and coriander powders. The cumin gives it a little bit of a bite. So don't take a big breath when you're taking a handful of popcorn into your mouth. You might cough, but that's happened to us. But anyway, it just gives it some nutrition and great flavor. All right, I've made you wait long enough. Let's go see the kitties. Okay, the kitties are right outside this door. Justin and I made a little fence around this deck with T-posts and deer fencing nylon netting, thinking, oh, this will totally keep them in. They've managed to get out, but they always come back in because they're a pack, you know, they're a litter, and they know they feel safer together. If I keep them, and everyone, hands down, thinks I should, I made a post on my community page and everybody said, you have to keep them. They're so good at mousing and keeping mice away and rats and even snakes when they get to be adult and ferocious, I guess. At any rate, they're adorable. I have a friend who couldn't keep them. It was a pregnant mom that showed up there. They were very scared of me at first, but now they're not. I wanted to let you know that I took them all to the vet day before yesterday for their first well check, and they're all doing well. I thought I had 2 girls and 2 boys. But I have 3 girls and 1 boy. And the 1 boy has a hernia, which is an easy fix, but there's no point in doing 2 surgeries if I'm going to have him, is it spayed or neutered? I forget. What's the term? Anyway, they will all be getting fixed because I'm not gonna be having more kittens. I said for years when Lyndon passed on, and I never expected her to live 16 and a half years, but she has. And she is a 1 cat, 1 owner person. She's not gonna put up with any little kittens running around or anything like that. They're all outside. They were born outside, they have been outside, and I want them to stay outside. I will provide shelter for them, of course, in some fashion when it gets cold, but right now they're outside. So I just bought a dog crate. First I got a small size, then I got a medium size because they just didn't have enough elbow room in there. So I've got it set up with a small litter box and a bowl and bedding. It has 2 doors and it's just great. They can sleep outside. with the knowledge that no raccoon or other predator is going to tear in and grab them while they're sleeping. Because they all like to cuddle up together, and then they conk out, and you know, it'd just be easy pickings for a predator. So I want to try to keep them safe and alive and decide how many I'm going to keep. But for now, they're here, they're together, and they feel comfortable together. So let's go and meet Spot, Patch, Tiger, and BJ. Hi. 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 No, no, whoops. Oh, wait. You're not going inside. Okay, that's Patch. She got a little pirate patch over her right eye. Okay. Here is your YouTube debut. Yeah. Whoops. Spot, are you falling down? Whoa, Patch is falling down. Okay, come on, get... There we go. Okay. Wait, Tiger, wait. I'm just going to introduce you and then you can get down, okay, everybody? This is Tiger. So cute. Wait, who's this? This is Spot. He got a big old hernia in his tummy and bulges out. You're so cute. They've all been doused in flea powder for now, and I also got Revolution, which is the best flea medicine. This is Patch. Justin is considering taking Patch. They're all purring. And this is BJ. This is BJ. Say hi, BJ. Hi. Hi. Okay, we'll turn the camera around and you can see them playing. We'll have some kitty TV. BJ. They don't really know their names yet. That's Spot on the right. And Spot and Patch had one father, and BJ and Tiger had another father. A cat, or I suppose dog too, can have more than one, shall we say, sperm donor in a litter. And it's very obvious that this black and white cat that came around is probably the father of Spot and Patch, and this tiger stripe, gray tiger stripe, is the father of Tiger and BJ. Now be nice. Be nice. Unless it's a mouse, then I give you permission to be rough. This is what they like to do. And the fact that there's more than one, like when I put the litter box down, I think it was BJ that went right over and used it. And then everybody goes, oh, this is interesting. Let's do what she's doing. And it just worked out great. They love logs, by the way. Don't you wish you were still that flexible? This deck was here before I came, and I'm considering building a nice big patio out here. But for now, we strung up the deer fencing around it, thinking that would keep them in for a while, but they literally climb right over it. We have these very small openings in the log structure so they can go inside, but only something very small could get in there. Tiger! So if you ever get kittens, I highly recommend something like this. They have absolutely flown all over this thing. So it was pouring earlier, and we just decided that we couldn't get a lot of work done, especially the work we need to get done, which is planting the rest of the tomatoes. So Justin left early. But look at these cuties. Look, this is Spot. Woo. And this is Tiger. Hi. Hi. Say hi. Hi. Oh, they're so cute. So, but it is absolutely sweltering. And, you know, this reminds me of my youth growing up in Tennessee and just hardly being able to breathe, much less work hard. So it's taking me a while to get used to all this. Okay, where are you going? Anyway, thanks so much for spending a little time with me. I'm gonna go in and finish my popcorn and drink my chaga tea, iced tea, ice cold tea. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. They've been confined to just the porch part here, and it's been a real drag. So they've slept most of the day. Hi, Patch. Hi. Oh, Tiger. Hi, Tiger. Hi. She said, excuse me. I have some cleaning to do. If you enjoyed this video, please watch these. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video.